G'day Marvel Future Fight Gamers, VaderG here, welcome back to the channel. Last night did a bunch of videos and just before I went to bed I realised that I hadn't really done any testing of T3 Apocalypse. So what I've done a couple of ABX runs here of Apocalypse versus Namor. I had a bit of a muck around the Apocalypse and I've got to say he is super fun to play now. Here's his stats, not very well built, crit's pretty low. Really all I did is took what they gave me and banged on a CTPrage. I didn't change anything to dodge, none of this sort of stuff. I just put an ISO set on him and put the CTPrage. So he's definitely not optimized. So forget the score. He's only got rare uniform, guys. He's only got 2 uniform options there. So for this video, forget the scores, right? All we're doing is comparing the 2 units with the same cards and kind of similar builds. Let's have a look at Namor T3 here. And okay, he's got slightly better crit stats, but I think he comes with that natively anyway. His Euro is pretty crap on Namor, but still not too different to Apocalypse there. He's got Power of Angry Hulk ISO set as well. He's got a CTP of Rage, and he has full uniform options, and he gets a little bit more advantage there. So he's got all mythic uniform options, including there we got Kid Kaiju. So forget the scores in the video. The scores are not important, right? So with Namor on my account, with this team on free for all day, I reckon I'd probably score. I don't even know. I haven't really tested, but it'd be sort of 5.5 million plus. So whatever this score is in these runs for Namor, think of it as like 5.5 million equivalent in a decent account with a decent setup. And you'll get a bit of an idea of where Apocalypse fits in relation to that. Just going to say while the videos are sort of running through here, Apocalypse with the new uniform, it's like a 100% different character to play. So for me, this is a must-buy uniform just for the simple fact that it's reinvigorating a very old character. Lots of us older sort of Alliance Battle guys, or anyone who's been playing Alliance Battle for a few years, we're all pretty sick of the old Apocalypse setup, right? So this new uniform is a bit of a godsend in regards to just mixing it up. The other thing I'm going to say about these videos is they're not tutorials. I'm not doing an Apocalypse Alliance Battle tutorial here. I barely know how to use him. This was like 11:30 last night. I just realized just as I was going to sleep, shit, I didn't do any Apocalypse video at all in Alliance Battle. And knowing that today in Alliance Battle was going to be Universal Hero, I knew I wouldn't get the chance again before the update. So I thought, I'm just going to make a couple of runs out. It was super late, so definitely not a tutorial. But he is bonkers to play. He is so good, considering his uniform is only an advanced, and Namor is at Mythic. Look how we're tracking on the scores here. So we're nearly halfway through, and Apocalypse is pretty well keeping up with Namor. Now Namor, he's no lightweight, right? We all know he's one of the heavyweights. He's one of the heaviest hitters in the game. So he's right up there with Lunar Snow in regards to, well, maybe not quite Lunar level, but he's right up there in the top few DPS units in the game. So if Apocalypse, okay, he's slightly lagging, just a little bit behind Namor right now. If he can get even close to him, this is a really, really big sign that he's going to be an absolute beast in this mode. And not just in this mode, probably in all modes. He certainly seems to be built for a bit more survivability. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let this roll out, and then I'm actually going to run, like this run that I'm doing on the left-hand side, because the screen's all compressed, right, for the comparison reasons. I'll run it again. Well, no, I'm not running it again. I'll replay the same run, full screen, after these comparisons finish, and you can have a look for yourself. I had a bit of trouble figuring out when to cancel the tier 3 for Apocalypse. I still don't think I got it. I only did a few runs. Also where to put his 4 skill. His 4 skill does a huge amount of damage. His 5th skill has a super long animation. Not really sure how to play the 5th skill. Do I let the animation play out? Do you cancel it like I did basically through this run? No idea of rotation either, whereas Namor, I have a bit more of an idea of his rotation, tier 3 timing. So definitely scope for some significant improvement with Apocalypse. Advanced uniform only. Is it advanced or rare? The second one, I can't remember. Anyway, it's the second uniform. That's all he's got versus Namor with fully decked out uniform. And me having not much of an idea how to play Apocalypse. So I guess the verdict is, okay, so we're a little bit short of Namor's score there. So let's just say Namor in my account would have been, say, 5.5 mil. Then we would say Apocalypse would be 5 million with CTPrage. It's pretty massive. It's still pretty impressive. So he is a DPS machine. He's going to be a PvE. I'm not sure about PvP. He certainly is going to be better for PvP than what Namor is. But I won't be able to test that obviously until we're out of the test server and into the real game environment. But I don't know. This is a must-buy uniform for me. So if that's what you're sort of after from the video, do I want this uniform? If you've got Apocalypse built like most of us do, shit yeah, you want it. It's a cracker. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there. Just let this video roll through to the end. Appreciate you watching. I hope I've given you some insight. Like I said, totally ignore the scores. Forget the scores. Just look at the actual comparison between the units. 3 million run in this account with these builds is easily a 5 million run in a good account with a good setup. Alright guys, have a good day. See you later. Bye.